Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Eureka 7 Volume 2, The New Vision. I am Michael, and last time Sumner had an awful conversation with Steven. Steven was talking about all these things about the world being lies and being in your high tower and looking on at the insignificant people, and he just has this big ol' ego going on, and he thinks he's the great and has become evil, which is actually really disheartening from seeing his character in the first game, who was very kind, very generous, very helpful, and always had Sumner's back. It just is really, really hard to see him like this. And it's hard to see us fighting Sean and Pez. But on the bright side, it looks like Sumner and Rory's relationship is kind of going in a better direction. Through all this hardship, they're now able to actually talk about things and really kind of come closer in their similarities that Moondoggy has now pointed out to them. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the action.
I'll keep you safe through this.
Okay, so before we really go on about stuff, got the power glove. Gonna get that so I don't forget by the next time. And if we look at our command list, we can now do the cut back drop turn. And believe me, we are going to be using that liberally. This first bit is actually going to be a really big fight. There is actually a couple of enemies here. So our strategy is to take them down one at a time like usual, using the cutback drop turn to just, wreck their health entirely. Let's see how much damage this is. Oh, would you look at that? He's almost dead. And I think this attack is actually going to do him in. See, you can bait out a spin by using the rockets. I was a little disappointed that attack didn't get him and I got hit instead. But this is basically what this whole thing is going to be for the first little bit. Rather than having a bunch of small action segments as they've done in previous episodes, we're actually going to get just a bunch of really big ones this chapter. So let's talk a bit about Sumner's relationship with Steven. Steven is the one Sumner has known the longest in the series. They were friends when they were much younger, coming from two prestigious families. Sumner's being in the military, and Steven's obviously being prestigious enough to have an arranged marriage, which didn't go very great as we saw, but that's neither here nor there. So they're longtime friends, more so than Sumner's known Moondoggy, Rory, Jillian, Hooky, Sean, or Pez. So to see them finally come to a clash is like one of those storytelling arcs that really is hard to watch. Especially since the big change to Steven happened off screen. And the comment he said about Sumner being 14 still is just that ideologic sense of you're still a kid in my eyes, when really Sumner has grown up so much, being why he left the military in the first place was because he couldn't stand for what they were doing. And instead, Steven pours himself even more into the military, gaining rank, but also kind of losing himself in it all, and I don't think the old Steven is ever coming back. It's very apparent that Sumner was kind of the glue that kept Sawyer team together before. As soon as he left, everyone kind of got sent their separate ways and kind of changed a lot along the way. Sean becoming even more kill hungry than he was before. Like, he was kind of a jerk before, but like, he was still a nice guy, had his priorities set, but now he's just like, his comment about being fine with being cannon fodder and kind of being the underdog pushing up is just like, he just really likes battle now. And I think he clearly wants to show himself better than Sumner, because Sumner was always considered the star. But yeah, so like Sumner being gone as probably the best solution there was had very negative consequences for everyone that he knew. Jillian and Steven break up. Hooky kind of has this question of why. Why did Sumner do this? Never getting an answer. Sean and Pez kind of get stuck as dogs of the military, since they are that good, they need to be used. It's a really bad situation for everyone to be in. And I don't blame anyone for really having animosity towards Sumner, but Sumner is right in this case that we need to put a stop to the CFS. It's too dangerous. So that's what we're going to have to do. So this fight, now that we can talk about it again, is almost over. We can see our ship's health bar, I believe, like way down below, yeah. But they're never going to get hit. I don't think anyone ever focuses on them. So, kind of weird that that's there. I guess if for whatever reason they started attacking the ship, you'd have to protect it, because that would be an mission failure if it died. But yeah, that's all we're doing right now, is we're just stopping the military while they get ready.
Crap, there's too many.
Rank S, doing really good this time around.
Well, it's been a long time. Sean. This time, you're not getting away. Here I come.
Okay, so last time, when we fought Sean and Pez, just by beating Sean we were able to win. I don't know if we were to have focused on Pez and just take Pez all the way down if it would have been the same case. But either way, right now we're focused on Sean, and guess what? That's going to be our mission objective again. If we take him down, we win. So let's do that. We are going to continue to just use our cutback drop turn because it is just too powerful. I accidentally locked onto Pez there, and I'm like, nope. We actually are going to do this without taking too much damage. Also, I forgot to mention this. I wanted to mention this the moment we started. The way Sean and Pez come in and Sean taunts us reminds me so much of Star Fox 64. It's incredible. Ah, just so good.
I guess I'm going to have to use his own techniques against him. Sorry if I'm rushing things.
Let's finish it.
CFS!
This is freaking awesome. Die at the hands of your own techniques, Sumner.
Under CFS!
Sean! We're just getting started.
So when I said Sean would take us down by any means necessary, that includes taking Pez out of the fight entirely just so he could attack us. Pez clearly did not want Sean to use the CFS because we've seen what it can do to people. It does make them insane. It is too much. And you can see that we now actually don't take off a ton of his health. This is kind of the boss fight of the level. And it's come to a head. Sean is clearly too far gone and Sumner's going to have to stop him. And I'm going to tell you guys now, it is not going to be a happy ending. If you liked Sean in the first game, I'm so sorry. I did too. He was great. It's not going to go well. We got to put him down. But this fight, if you stay aggressive on Sean and exploit that little glitch of making them turn so that they can't get away, it's just so good. It's just a good strategy. I would definitely suggest employing that as much as you can. See, he's already halfway down, and that is really good. Because I think if it was a war of attrition like it was against Afrohead, it probably wouldn't do us many favors. I also really like that maneuver because I like spun and then like perfectly timed into an attack. It was great. What I do wish is if they had a little more interaction while you fight. I realize it wouldn't be too good if like you stopped mid-interaction and miss out on stuff. I just would like to hear them kind of banter a little bit more, rather than just the tank that or come on, come on, come on, or anything like that. But, I mean, hey, the game is what it is. I still really enjoy it. These air battles are still really good. I'm glad with how much more air battles we've gotten in this game. And Sean is just about down.
I'm gonna pay you back with interest.
I think this is actually what takes him out.
Cut back! Drop turn!
Oh no, it's not. Okay. My mistake. That would have been just so cinematic and good.
Eat this! You're invited to the party too, you bastard! Damn! Why is he?
Sumner! Enemy reinforcements! Oh no.
We'll never make it out at this rate. Oh, hey! Sumner! Snap out of it! We got 2 enemy KLFs closing in! Huh?
Sumner!
How's it hanging, Sumner?
We'll handle this.
Hookie? Jillian? Go on! You guys head for the floating tower! Why are you helping us? Hookie! Jillian! He'll kill you! Get going, Sumner! Go and stop him!
Don't worry about us. We'll bug out when the time is right. Get going! Sumner! We're launching! Get aboard!
Hookie! Jillian! Be careful!
Rank S, but was it really worth it? I don't know. It's hard to say. Reached level 14. And now I can mockly lock onto more people. But still, it's really, really sad. Yeah, we'll go into the shop. Not really much we can get. Quad rocket launcher is still insanely high. Yeah. No, the Vernier would have been nice in episode 4. But we can get the power cylinder. Which, like I said before, we're going to focus more on our stats than we are on the weapons. Because, man, more melee attack, probably going to do us really good.
What are you doing?
I'm reading the flow of the Trapper.
It's weird. They knew about the floating tower. But why did they help us?
I don't know. But there's no way I'm gonna waste the chance that we've been given.
Sean was using CFS. Those were my moves. Why would he use his CFS? We were evenly matched without it. I just don't understand.
You get addicted to CFS. It's like a drug. And people are creatures that are drawn to pleasure.
Rory, I'm not like you. I was completely unaware. I didn't know about CFS. Wherever you went, I just followed your trail. I didn't know the facts.
It was the same with me. There wasn't much I could do by myself. But I charged at full speed anyway. Always at full speed. I only managed to get this far because you were there for me, Sumner.
Yeah? I haven't helped at all. I've been running away from everything. Living day to day under a rock.
Sumner, even when you were looking for me, you were by my side. You were. And I knew that I wasn't ever gonna be alone. I was scared. Scared of being pampered by you and growing weak. So scared that I almost forgot about everything else.
Ruri.
And I was scared that I'd get you involved in all of my problems.
But this time, you don't have to fight like that. This is my punishment for being so totally oblivious all this time.
No. This is our fight now. We've always been together. And we always will.
That's a first. You've never thought of me that way before.
Look who's talking. You never once came out and said how you felt about me, Sumner.
I wanted to tell you. Remember the place we met? We promised we'd meet there again. I was gonna tell you the next time we met there. But you never showed up.
I waited for you there.
You didn't. I waited and waited for you. All day I waited at New Wave. I waited there for so long, I thought I was gonna turn into a statue or something.
Hey, I'm telling you the truth. On that day, I went straight to New Wave and waited. And what time did you get there?
Well, I delivered the Nirvash to the Gecko. It was about 2 days after that, I think.
I thought you'd come right away. I ended up going somewhere else.
Where?
The lifting stadium.
Huh? Why there?
Figured you'd forgotten all about it. You and I met there.
I remember that. I remember every second with you.
I was such an idiot to think that you might actually remember the place where we first met.
What are you talking about?
It's nothing. Forget it.
Hey, forget what? Even what we just said?
Let's pick it up later. When you remember.
What? Come on, Sumner. Remember! Huh? That couldn't have been.
Hey! What's the holdup, you guys? Hurry up and come to the bridge!
Words are simple, and they are deceptive at best. What is this despair that is sweeping over the world?
It's all over the radio. It's Flame.
What's he saying? I can't hear.
There is no despair within me, only fathomless darkness, infinite insanity. What's left behind after they disappear is not despair. It is the ruined remains of a soul gone mad. I have struggled and I have fought. How do we reach a compromise with this reality?
Oh no, Flame.
And then it occurred to me. Reality is nothing but a delusion manufactured by humanity. Friendship, love, happiness, all are worthless concepts. Bound by these abstractions, humanity has known despair and loneliness. For me, through despair there is hope. The realization of that fact is what makes my soul unique. Everyone dies eventually. That being the case, I plan to die a proud, lonely death amidst that despair which is called hope.
There's no doubt about it. They're headed for this floating tower as we speak.
How do they intend to breach our perimeter's defenses? they'll end up as trash in the sky.
True. No mouse would ever enter a cat's cage. But it's another thing when the mouse is smarter than the cat is.
Come, open your eyes and take a good look. Look at the sun that's shining down on our revolution. Now is the time to kneel down before the glorious sun that shines down on this pathetic world.
The Azure airship is ignoring our radio warnings. They're not changing course.
They've had enough warnings. Shoot them down.
Attention all intercepting KLFs. You are cleared to attack target. Splash target immediately.
Stupid punks.
We hadn't intended for this revolution to be bloodless. There are times when a price must be paid in blood.
Respond! You've been ordered to attack!
What's going on? Don't let them get any closer!
Keep an eye on anyone that gets too close to Thundercloud.
No response yet from the KLF unit.
It can't be. Do they have a mole in here?
No! Find the mole!
I have an idea who the traitor is. The mole is me. I've been waiting for you. We just finished cleaning up. Welcome to Thundercloud!
So look at all those ranks. All S's except for that one that was a D. That's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in that. That would have been so good. But there was actually a lot to unpack there, as we're now at the end of the video. I'll talk a bit. So Sean has passed. He pushed himself so far that he actually forced his own mech to explode. We didn't really technically do the final blow. That was kind of on himself, and it is very hard. Going straight from that, we went to Sumner and Rory, who things are going great, kind of. At the end there, they kind of got into a little bit of an argument, but Rory was playful enough to be like, "Nah, it's fine. We'll still continue this once you remember." But yeah, we got a kiss. We got to see them actually talk and come to an understanding and confess their feelings for one another. Finally, it only took forever. The very first scene of the first game was Sumner being like, "Oh my god, I've fallen in love with her." And now we finally get to see some fruition to that. It's great. Followed very quickly after that, it turns out Flame and seveN were working together all along. I don't really think that's a big twist. I'm sure many of you figured that out long ago. But yeah, they have officially taken over Thundercloud. I'm kind of surprised that seveN's let Flame take the helm. I'm sure he's probably got some stuff in his own pocket going on. But yeah, that's kind of where it ends off with. Seeing seveN pull that gun on us first person really solidifies he is now a villain. He is no longer our friend. It hurts. But we know what we have to do. We're going to have to put a stop to him and to Flame. It's kind of neat that we have both Rory and Sumner have two people that they really admire and have known for a long time now be at the top, being the ones that we now have to take out. And that'll be for episode 6. Episode 6 is actually the final video. Not the final video, but the final episode of the game. And there's a little bit of a neat thing I'm going to do with the opening for that. So, I'll see you then.